Rick.
Yeah, it kept dropping out for some reason.
Hello and welcome to another devlog for SpaceSlog. So I am Marcus, aka Produno.
And I am Ricky, aka Macalaure.
We've decided we're going to keep the videos a bit shorter. I think the last ones went on a bit longer than they should have done, which people probably got a bit too bored. So we're going to try and keep this below less than 10 minutes if we can. And we're just going to talk a bit about what's been going on over the last 4 months. I think it's 4 months since the last video. Is that correct? Rick, are you there?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I had it muted. Yes, it's been about 4 months, yeah, since the last video. I think it was the end of November, so just over 4 months.
Right, so this is the new world creation screen. So we have world seeds that we can now randomize. So eventually the universes will be randomly generated or procedurally generated. So we'll be able to enter a world seed for this, and then you can obviously share this with other people if you want them to have the same type of universe as you. You can now select factions for game start. These are dictated within the JSON files, so these can all be modded as well. You can see we can only have one type of Reaver and one type of pirates, but we can have more splinter factions if we want. So let's just add them. We've also changed the choose your crew screen, so now you have various pawns that are available and you can select between them. So obviously we can only have one on this scenario, so we can't actually add any more at the minute. So if we just remove this guy, we can then add one of these others. So just select that one, or we can just randomize them. I'll just skip through this. So we're going to show you the new faction stuff on here. I'll just pause just a minute. So this is the faction screen. I think we had this screen before, but I've changed it around a bit. This is still a work in progress, so things still need changing. And we now have new procedurally generated emblems for these. So if we actually look at some of these, so you can see here the emblem will be dictated by the laws and traits of the faction. So a faction is procedurally generated, or kind of procedurally generated. So we've done a poll in the Discord and they said they wanted factions that have a lore and backstory, and they prefer that over factions that are completely generated from scratch. So we've kind of gone half and half. So they're still procedurally generated, but we give them laws and traits, which gives them a specific lore that we've already created, and these will dictate how the faction acts, and the emblems are built depending on the laws and traits of that faction. So you can see here there's bones in the border part of the emblem, and that's because they have a cannibalism law. If we look at some of the others, let's see if there's any obvious ones here. So mechanical, you can see they've got like various different stuff in the middle here. What else do we have? Expansionist, so this is the symbol for expansionist. Here you can see farming, so you can see he's got some wheat in the middle here. Again for cannibalism. So hopefully that should you know, add a little bit of lore and backstory to each faction, make it a bit more interesting. And for the player faction, we can also randomize an emblem for them. So you can see there's loads of different types that it will generate. So we'll just choose that one. Just load a previous save. So this is a ship I have already started creating. Just let's have a look. We can actually turn everything on. Let's turn these off quickly. So pawns also have backstories, but they also have birthdays as well now. So they can actually age, and it actually tells us here when their birthday was. So we plan on doing some, various stuff with this, probably making the hair go grey as they get older, various things like that. We also have new art for resources. So these are just a few of the resources in the game. So you see we've got rice there, some raw meat, and some steel. And we may have just crashed. Which is not good. So it's probably a good time to mention, it's actually not crashed, it just showed an error, so we can actually resume it, which is good. But I should probably mention that I think last video we talked about updating to Godot 4. I think we mentioned something about was in the beta stage of that. So now Godot 4 is now completely out. It's in a stable version, so we've fully updated to that, and a lot of the code has been reworked for that. And I fixed 99% of the bugs so far. So the last month there's been a massive push to fix all the bugs. So it's actually fairly stable. I mean, there's just a couple of things, as you just seen, that still need fixing, but we're mostly there now, I think, which is good.
I've now launched on Steam and on Epic as well, but we can look at them in turn. So there it is on the Epic Game Store. Everyone's favourite site for free games.
Yeah. We'll go through the wish list in a minute, and you'll see the disparities between Epic and Steam. Let me just bring up Steam. And if we have a look at the wish lists. So by the way, you can all come on here and wish list it. I hope you all do. You don't have to wish list it on any specific one. You can wish list it on both if you want. Wish lists is something we really need to help show the game. So the more wish lists we get, the higher it shows up in the new up and coming like parts of Epic Game Store and Steam. So we released we released our coming soon page on Steam 2 weeks ago yesterday, saying yesterday would be Friday whilst we're recording the video. So the first 2 weeks we had 410 wish lists, which I don't think is too bad considering we've had pretty much zero marketing, bar a few Discord posts and a couple on a couple of subreddits. So I put one on the Expanse subreddit and on Firefly subreddit, which I think we got the most interest from. So if any of you guys watching are from those, thanks for joining in and supporting us. And on Epic, I don't actually know if we can show the wish list for that, but I can say we have 11 wish lists on Epic. So you can see there's a massive disparity there between Steam and Epic Game Store. I think most people want to have the game on Steam. But again, wish listing it on both helps us, even if you're not planning to buy it on both, because it's the amount of wish lists that matter. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully this video is a bit less boring than the last one, and hopefully we managed to make it all the way through this time. And hopefully we will see you in the next one.
Yes. Yeah, we're planning on doing them a little bit more frequently, but making them a little bit shorter. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.